If I could be an eyeshadow look, I think this would be it. If I could pick a signature eyeshadow color, this would be it. This palette is everything. Welcome to episode 26, new makeup releases. If you are new to my channel, every Wednesday, every Tuesday, one of those days, we sit down and we chat about all the new makeup that has been announced and some sneak peeks. We also chat about beauty news, things that are happening in the influencer space as well as with beauty brands. Anything I can dig up for you guys, we chat about here on my channel. So subscribe if you don't want to miss out. And of course, without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so I really hyped up the palette on my eyes today because I am in love. So I just got my hands on the new Grounded palette from Glaminatrix Cosmetics, and they sent this to me. I think I actually thought I was getting Tones of Turd. I feel like that's the one I requested, but it's fine. Honestly, I don't even care that much which one they sent me. I was just so excited about this color story, and man oh man, does this one live up to all of my expectations. I feel like this is such a beautiful grungy green palette. As you can see, this eye look I'm living for. The metallics in this palette are fabulous. So if you've been contemplating purchasing this one, I highly recommend. I'm going to have a multiple palettes, multiple looks video coming featuring this one. I'll also have my Clarity Cobra look in that video. And I'm considering throwing in Bonfire because I, of course, want to talk to you guys about this really quick. So Glaminatrix is coming out with another palette, which they did send out, but from what I heard, they're releasing it a little bit earlier than anticipated. So it's not gonna probably get to me in time for the launch, but this is their new Bonfire palette. It's launching today, actually, when I'm filming the video, not when you're seeing the video. It's launching tonight at 6 p.m. EST, which is 5 p.m. CST. Good thing I looked at this post because I need to make a community tab post. I did see, I think Newport had posted a video with this palette because it had arrived to her, and she said she was going to compare it to the Grounded palette, which in the little picture I saw, I think on her Instagram, they did look like they had similar vibes, but Bonfire has some gorgeous cool tones as well as those fiery pops of orange that you see in a fire, of course. So I'm super duper excited. The two metallics look very similar to the two metallics on my eyes, the two, like the green and the yellow. There's also a mucky green shade in this palette that looks quite similar to the shade in the Grounded palette called Steady, but the shades, I mean, I'm curious to see them next to each other. I guess the shimmer shade that I thought looked more yellow is actually more of an orange. So this one is more of a yellow, and then this green looks very similar to the green in the Bonfire, but I love the fact that they did a smaller, more rectangular packaging, and it kind of looks like some of their other palettes, like their Nocturnal and stuff. So I'm super duper excited. I'm so here for Glaminatrix firing out these palettes. I feel like they're a brand that typically did like 3 or 4 palettes in a year, and it feels like they've launched, well, they did the Nearly Natural one, they did the Tones one, Timeless Tones, we have Grounded and Bonfire. So they've done a few more launches than I feel like they typically do at the start of the year, but I love it because it's not like ColourPop doing the same thing, you know, a new palette every week. So it's fun to see some new things from them, and I'm not sure if they're gonna keep it up, but I have a feeling that, you know, the way things are being produced, sometimes you can't always control like the order things come out in, but I don't know. I'm just speculating. Either which way, I'm not mad about it because I get 2 gorgeous palettes to play with, and I'm so excited. I'm just riding the high of trying the Grounded palette. I think it's such a beautiful color story. It's so me. And now we have Bonfire. So I was so excited because they posted this like sneak peek of this big fire. And I was like, oh my gosh, a fiery palette. I'm so excited. And I think this definitely lived up to the hype for me. I love the bright orange packaging. Everything looks so good. So 10 out of 10 for me on that one. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. It looks so beautiful. So sorry to go on and on, but I just couldn't help myself. And then the other new launch that I have with me that you should have seen my 2 looks go up already is the new Smolder palette from Cosmic Beauty. So I do have 2 eye looks and a kind of review on this palette, but Cosmic Beauty has been a little bit quiet and they are launching the Smolder palette. So this is their homage to the early 2000s, and they describe this as bridging the gap between their neutrals palette and their cooltrals palette. Now check out my video because I tried to jam pack it with as much information as I could, and I gave you guys my honest opinions on this palette. So I'll try and remember to link it up in the cards for you guys. Otherwise, it's the last video I posted. So yeah, this is launching on Friday the 25th, and I think it's launching at like 5 p.m. or something like that CST. I will have all the information in the pinned comment down below for you guys to check out as well. So yeah, those are the 2 newer products that I have with me from brands that I am affiliated with. So if you want to use my code with either of these launches, you can use the code KHMakeup to save a little bit, and it'll really help me out as well because I do make a commission from those codes. So now I'm going to go ahead and slide on over so we can chat about other new makeup. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I did end up buying the Adept palette. I was gonna buy it. I think they had a glitch, so I actually thought I missed this launch. Like, I thought it sold out. And then I saw on their Instagram stories, they said they were having trouble, so I actually went back and I was able to purchase it and it shipped. So I'm so excited. So I'm definitely going to throw the Adept palette too, I think, into my multiple looks video. And yeah, that'll be a fun one because it's going to be packed with awesome indie brands that are some of my favorites with really fun, like green fall type color stories. So yeah, that'll be a fun one for you guys to look forward to. So I did end up buying the EBE palette, and I also bought a blush from them, and then they had a free gift, so they threw in a brush. So I'm so excited because Adept has these beautiful brushes. I like to think I have all the brushes I need in my collection at this moment in time, so I'm not like going out of my way to find new brushes, but I'm so excited I get to try one of their brushes. And then the other palette, I was just like drooling over palettes, and I had mentioned, I think, that Terra Moon was restocking their Oculus palette, or whatever it's called. I can't remember. That green palette. This one. I need to look up how to pronounce this. Oculus? Well, I don't know. Okay, I don't have time right now, okay? I gotta get through this video. But anyway, so many of you had said that this palette is so beautiful. So they restocked it, and I caved, and I purchased it. And I'm so excited. So that one's definitely going to go in my multiple looks video as well. But it looks so beautiful. And the FOMO kicked in. And I didn't want to miss out. So I did end up grabbing that. So those are all my makeup purchases of the week that I remember from last week. So I wanted to share with you guys in case you were like, Karen, what's coming next? Oh, and I also bought the Gloomy Mini palette from Natasha Denona. That one was supposed to be here on Monday. But Ulta, I guess FedEx is taking the scenic route, so it'll be here eventually. And I think I might throw that into my multiple looks video because it's just fun to do the multiple looks. It's kind of a challenge because the videos are longer. So I don't know. I just posted 6 neutral looks last week, and it's not like that video has a ton of views, but it's kind of fun to have like one video jam-packed with eyeshadow palettes. So you guys, if you haven't seen it, watch it. I would really appreciate any feedback that you have. So yeah, just going on a tangent over here. So Tower 28 launched new shades of their Get Set Blur matte powder blushes. So we have Sunset Shirley, and it's a warm raspberry. And we have Downtown Daiquiri, which is a bright coral. These look like they're a collab with Tony Bravo. I'm assuming that is the person in the pictures. So I'm super glad that they collab with somebody with a deeper skin tone to create two shades that were more deeper skin tone friendly. I saw these blushes in person at my local Sephora and I was not very inspired. And you guys know it doesn't take a lot to convince me to buy a blush. So I love Tower 28, but I was not convinced to buy these blushes from them. I've heard they're really pigmented, but I just wasn't into it. So I passed on the shades, but these shades look so cute and I would love to pick some up, but I'm really kind of fatigued from blushes right now, and a bright coral shade and a warm raspberry just aren't doing it for me right now. So maybe in the future, if I'm really feeling like trying the Tower 28 blush formula, I will say the price point is nice. It's $22, so it's not the worst. But for now, I'm okay. I just wanted to mention it because I've been seeing them posting about the new shades, and I didn't realize it was a collab with a woman of color. So, of course, I love that. And Tower 28 is a Asian-owned brand, so that's something to mention as well. I also want to mention, I did film a reel about this, but I got one shade of this Ilia blush, which I was not expecting a whole lot, but this is the shade Wonder, and it's fabulous. I'm gonna post a reel about it soon. I filmed one, but oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Now I want like every shade. So we have some new things to chat about. Youth of the People is coming out with another cleanser. This is the Super Shroom Calming Face Cleanser with peptides for sensitive and dry skin. I am such a like hard seller of the Kale face wash that they first launched, but I'm honestly a little bored with that product. I've used it for so long that I'm a little bit bored with it, so I kind of switched to a prequel face wash. I don't think I would repurchase the Kale one, but the fact that this is a face cleanser for dry and sensitive skin is really piquing my interest. So in case you don't know this about me, I have really dry skin. So some of these pictures here showing how it's hydrating skin is really interesting me. So yeah, I was a big fan of the Superfood Cleanser. That's the first one they came out with. It's a clarifying and balancing cleanser, and it does really have a non-stripping formula. And then I bought the exfoliate and brightening one, which is the exfoliating formula. And that one I definitely cannot use every day. It really dries out my skin. And now they're doing the Calm and Nourishing, which is the nourishing formula. So I could see myself maybe picking that one up. Although right now I'm trying hard to reduce the amount of backup skincare I have. I don't get a ton of skincare sent to me in PR, but I do also receive some stuff, and then I also purchase. So I really want to get to a place where I try the things I have, and if I don't like it, I'm not going to force myself to use it. I'm just going to declutter it. But I want to get to a place where I have very few backups, because I just feel like it's such a waste of product for it to just sit there. So I'm trying to do that right now. I'll keep you guys posted. Obviously, it's going to be kind of a, I don't want to say a lifelong project, but it will be something that I'm going to work on over the next few years. I've already started really trying to go through, like, get rid of, I have like toners that either I purchased, like I purchased the Fresh Toner from an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty and I don't like it. And so I kept it, and then I was going to declutter it, and I was like, okay, let me just try and use it. So I hate it. I don't like it. It's the Rose Petal one. But I'm trying to just use it up and be done with it so that I can just move on, save myself the space. I'm also really trying to cut back on purchasing body care, like lotions and stuff, because I have so many lotions that I've bought, and like Sol de Janeiro does not last. So if you don't use it, it dries out. It's so crazy. So yeah, I'm like really working on that project behind the scenes. Kulfi is launching a Double Life Blurring Serum Primer with niacinamide and tranexamic acid. I got like one thing from Kulfi and PR. I think I got their mascara. I don't know if they're going to send me PR, because I know they're a smaller brand, even though they're at Sephora, but I just really don't like brands that ask you for like a million things and they sent you like a product. It's not really my speed. So I'll buy this if I want to, but I'm also really not buying primer. So if I get it sent, I'll try it, but otherwise I really don't care that much. So this is $36. It's a hydrating lightweight primer that diminishes the appearance of hyperpigmentation while making makeup last, whereas a pore blurring base or alone. So I don't really suffer from big pores, so I'm okay. I probably missed it because they already have reviews up on Sephora, so they probably sent it out in PR already. But yeah, I just wanted to mention it. This is something I'm so excited for. I don't know why. I just feel like green fragrance bottles get me. So Fleur is launching the Mrs. Smith body and hair fragrance mist, and this is launching on the 30th. So I think next week, and I'm so excited for this. So it's described as a fruity floral, Granny Smith apple, pear, and apple blossom. A classic and crisp with a mouthwatering bite, Mrs. Smith flirts between sweet and tart, which I love. I love that sweet and tart balance, so I'm very, very excited. It says the playful zing of apple blossom and juicy pear contrasts with a sugared base of praline and musk nectar. So I can't wait to get my hands on this. This is definitely going to be something that I grab. I'm not going to wait for a sale or anything like that. We also have from Too Faced, they're launching the Cloud Crush Whipped Lip and Cheek Blush. I think this one was sneak peeked, or maybe it's available on Too Faced. I don't know. They've got 8 shades, so that's really good. It's a good line of shades, lots of options. Lots of nudie colors, which I like, and like mauves. There's also a bright pink shade. And it says this is a multi-use for lips and cheeks, 12-hour wear, blurred soft focus finish, hydrating formula, and it doesn't disrupt foundation. I actually love a cream blush, but I'm not really that tempted to try every single cream blush out there. So I'm going to be passing on that, but I just wanted to mention it. I also saw there's a bunch of new products from Izamaya on the Sephora app. So they're launching lip balm. This is a sheer lipstick balm with vitamin E, and we've got 8 shades as well. I think these are new. I think they're new. I haven't seen these before. So we've got a really pretty black shade that it must be a pH shade. We've got some reds, a beautiful berry tone, and it says it's a sheer lipstick balm that keeps lips soft, supple, and protected from external aggression. I definitely don't need another lip balm, so I'm going to be skipping that. They also launched lip liner. There's a universal lip liner, and it's $28, and that also comes in 8 shades. The lip liners are smudge-proof lip liner that glide on lips to effortlessly shape and define for a flawless pout. Not something I'm gonna go out of my way to buy right now. I really don't need any lip liners. And then they also have sheer metallic balms. So these are $32. Ooh, they look really cool. Not really something I'm into, but I know there's people that really love this metallic look, and the makeup is flawless in these pictures. This, I think, is a really smart launch. Sculpting Stick Precision Cream Contour Stick with ceramide. So this is $40. And we have some contour type shades. There's also a charcoal black. I would love to see that in use, because I don't know if you would use it maybe on your eyes, or if you have a really deep complexion, maybe that's something that would be very, very, very handy. And we also have some beautiful peachy colors and bronzy tones, and that is $40. So yeah, Izamaya has some new things on the Sephora app. And then Sephora Collection also has some new things. So we have the Cloud Blurred Matte Lipstick. This is $16. And we've got like 10 shades. They are some brighter colors, but this is very typical of all the kind of blurred matte lip products we've seen recently. And Sephora is more affordable, but I'm not buying any lip products right now. So I just wanted to mention that I saw that on the Sephora app. And they also have this new Blur It Loose setting powder for $16. And they've got 3 shades. So brightening banana, brightening peach, and brightening pink. So if you're on a budget and you want a brightening powder, maybe that's something to consider. And they also launched, these look so much like Danessa Myricks. These are the 12-Hour Color Special Effect Multichrome Liquid Shadows for $19. So we've got Supernova Illusion, Cosmic Blue, and Galactic Red. And I have the Urban Decay liquid shadow and I like it, but with multi-chromes, I have so many powder eyeshadows and I'm so happy with those, so I really don't feel the need to have a liquid shadow per se. And then the other thing I've been seeing are these self-adhesive lashes. So there's a pair from Lily Lashes. Actually, there's 2 styles. There's Daydreamer and Wild Child, and I'm a little bit curious about these. I just am so curious of the idea of a self-adhesive lash. So it says it's a revolutionary collection of self-stick reusable half lashes that can be applied in seconds and stay on all day. That sounds like something that would work really well for somebody like me that has a impatient attitude towards half lashes or just lashes in general. Half the time you have to like wait for the glue to dry down to just the right consistency and the glue gets everywhere and it's such a nightmare. So it's so nice to know that this already has the adhesive on it. The only thing I would be concerned about is how many times can you reuse it, but I am very, very curious. So yeah, I thought that was cool. I'm tempted to buy some, but I'm also very mindful of the fact that I am very lazy when it comes to using lashes. So I feel like last week I was telling you guys there are so many new brands at Ulta, and then I saw a article somewhere saying Ulta had launched like 13 new K-beauty brands. So I feel like it's definitely telling us where things are going, that people are really demanding for K-beauty brands. And it's really cool that retailers are catering to that, because I feel like for the longest time, if you wanted to shop like the trendy K-beauty brands, you had to look on websites that weren't based in the US. And it's nice that some of that stress is taken away by being able to look for things at Ulta. I even think I saw that Fenty might end up at Ulta. So again, there's lots and lots and lots of skincare brands on here, none of which I've really even heard of. But if you guys have any reviews on these brands, definitely let me know, because it's fun for everybody to talk about. And I also am eyeing the new Jelly Pop collection from e.l.f., which we talked about last week. So I kind of want to try that makeup remover that they're launching. And yeah, I thought that was really cool. The only other new product I saw on there was the Natasha Denona palette. And then Tarte has these new Smolder Eyes shadow liners. So I guess eyeshadow sticks are just so cool. And these are in 11 shades. They look interesting. I am okay. I don't think I need any more eyeshadow sticks right now. It says these sculpt and define your eyes for an instant eye lift effect with Tarte Smolder Eyes Shadow Liner. Doubles as a liner and shadow with a built-in smudger. So I guess if you're into like the cool girl vibe, this could be very helpful for quick and easy makeup. But for now, it is a pass for me. Okay, so I feel like Glamlight has really been doing the most when it comes to IP collabs. I mean, they literally did a collab with Lord of the Rings. It seems so random. But now they're collabing with a TikToker, and I think this is pronounced Daus, D-A-U-S is how you say it. And we've got a full collection, so it's going to launch exclusively on the Glamlight website at 10 a.m. PST, which I actually appreciate because they did a lot of like TikTok exclusive launches, which is kind of a pain in the butt if you're not on TikTok as much. And then there is going to be a TikTok launch on that same day at noon. So depending on where you like to shop, from what I can tell, my Glamlight code got turned off. I'm a little bit bummed because I was really excited to get the code when I first got it, and I've had it for a really long time, like years. So I'm a little bit bummed. I can still see when people use it, but there's no commission being earned on it. And I don't really have a point of contact at Glamlight. So I don't know if I tried to email them, but I never really heard back. And it is what it is. I get it. Like, things change. It's just the nature of the beast of this industry. We have a bunch of products. There's the PR box, so you can get the full collection for $152 with the box, and then without the box it's $143. Palette is $35. There's a powder palette for $24, blush is $20, and then there's 2 lip kits for $25, a mirror for $22, and a mascara for $18. I'm actually really not interested in this collection at all. I have no idea who this person is, and I'm sure if you're a fan, you'll really be excited to get your favorite makeup person's products. I honestly don't see people on TikTok using such colorful palettes, so I'll be very curious, but they definitely have a vibe. It's very pinky and the colors look really fun. So yeah, I'm excited. It's always cool to see people collabing with influencers, so do with it what you will. Speaking of influencer collabs, we have a sneak peek from Devaroon and Andromeda. It looks like they're collabing on something. I'm not really sure, but we have these little sneak peeks. So I'm very, very excited just knowing the aesthetic of the brand and the collaborator. I feel like it's going to be something really, really cool. And then I'm really excited for this Sol de Janeiro. This is the Sundays in Rio, Sun, Low in the Sky, Group Shot Popping, Meet New Limited Edition Sunday in Rio Perfume Mist, a warm and inviting fragrance inspired by endless energy of Brazilian Sunday. So this is also going to be an app exclusive on the 30th. So my money is just going to be flying out of that account, but I'm so excited because I feel like I'm going to really enjoy that. And then I kind of want this. So Boy Smells, I've never tried the brand, but they launched these mists. So it's the new hair and body mist by Boy Smells, and there's 3 of them. So there's Lychee-licious, Cream Dream, and Fruity Lips. One is a berry chapstick inspired, French Vanilla Heaven, and Lychee Teeny Cheers. I think it's just the packaging that's really getting me with these body sprays. I definitely don't need them, so I'll probably actually never end up getting them, but they looked really cool. We also have a sneak peek from Simply Posh. So they're showing their mood board for Down to Earth, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a neutral with like a pop of green and teal. I'm so excited to see this one. I typically get their stuff, so I don't know when this is coming. I know they had sneak peeked it a while ago as well, so we'll definitely keep an eye on it, but I thought that was a really fun little sneak peek because I feel like they've been a little bit quiet. We also have, this is such a good week. We have so many things. The Blend Bunny logo change. I haven't heard anything from them. It looks very much like wedding vibes, so I'm not sure if it's something else with Masterclass, but I am so curious, so keeping my eye out for that. We have a new launch from Cleo Cosmetics as well, so I am so like enthralled by this collection. This is the new On Top of the World collection, consisting of the On Top of the World Iridescent Sparkly Palette, 10 iridescent multi-chrome toppers, 6 crowd Crellies, and 6 juicy jellies. Get ready for this collection. It'll be launching in August. Much more content to follow. So this is really pretty. The palette is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Look at these shifty shadows. I cannot wait to see more swatches and stuff. The nail polishes are so pretty. I wish that I could figure out a way to do hard gel and still have regular nail polishes because they're so pretty, but my nail lady, the one that I love so much that used to do all the cool designs, moved away, and I haven't found somebody else that I trust with the design, so I just get solid colors these days. And yeah, that's my nail journey. But anyway, this Cleo collection looks so cool. I cannot wait to see more of that. Like I've already said 1,001 times. I'm so sorry. I keep repeating myself. I can't help it. And then we have this beauty news that I saw. Ammy Cole is closing this September. After nearly 4 years of business, founder Diara shared the tough decision in a heartfelt letter reflecting on the challenges of scaling a beauty brand made for melanin-rich skin. What started as a mission to create skin tints and lip oils for darker skin tones and that even went viral, ultimately couldn't survive the volatile retail landscape. Thank you to everyone who believed in this vision. This chapter is ending, but the impact of this beautiful Black-owned brand will stay with us. And I did see Dennis Amirix had also written some type of tribute to Ammy Cole. I think that this brand was definitely intriguing, and it really speaks to, with brands, you really have to market in many different aspects. And I know Ammy Cole was at Sephora. They're still at Sephora, but I never really saw any influencers talking about them. And maybe that's not in your budget. And I feel like in life these days, it's not just like taking the steps to take things off a list. There's also a little bit of luck involved with things going viral. I know some people say like they have the recipe for making viral videos. I've literally talked to influencers that know exactly what they need to do to make something go viral. And that's just not how my head works, unfortunately, I guess, because there's definitely boost when you go viral. It like is so helpful because it helps you gain followers and it gets your work in front of more brands and things like that. But it's just not how my head works. I sometimes watch my content and I look through my things and I'm like, God, Karen, like, are you so boring? And I'm like, but I like the fact that I am slow paced and I don't feel like I'm an ad. Like I'm not a walking ad. So it is what it is. I still love what I do and I don't really feel like I want to change that. So anyway, I'm going on a tangent number 285 in this video. I don't know why I feel like sharing so much, but it is sad. I don't really know why the brand is closing, but if I had to speculate, it's probably just that they didn't really hit the influencer thing hard enough, but I could be wrong. And you know, if you guys want to share your thoughts, I'm always interested in hearing, because at the end of the day, you are the customers, I am the customer, and it's always good to get feedback from said customers. Okay, so we have the most boring palettes on Earth launching from Urban Decay. Wow. These are the multitasking eyeshadow palettes, the Naked Shaped. Interesting. Okay. By Urban Decay. All-in-one eyeshadow palettes were developed with makeup artists and designed to shape, shade, define, sculpt, and highlight, experience, cream, matte, shimmer, and glimmer topper eyeshadows, and deliver a full face application, up to 16-hour wear, crease resistant, fade resistant, transfer resistant, vegan, cruelty-free, $56 each. Naked Shape multitasking eyeshadow palette in warm. We've got a cool, and we have 14 shades with 4 finishes and 1 palette. So interesting. Again, like, I don't know where Trendmood got this information from, but I haven't seen any creators talk about this. And I feel like with palettes especially, it's so helpful to get them out to people. And again, I'm not on TikTok, so maybe these are getting marketed on TikTok and I'm just missing the information, but I haven't seen anything about it. We also have a new shade of Diamond Bomb from Fenty. This is Lavender Lover, and it's a one-of-a-kind diamond dusted highlighter that applies like a 3D glitter veil, delivering pure show-stopping sparkle all over the face and body for $43. I haven't felt tempted to buy a highlighter from Fenty in a hot second. This one's not doing it for me either, but I feel like I love how Fenty's been dropping just like one thing here, one thing there. Last week we talked about that stacked lip gloss that looks so cute, that still lives rent-free in my brain because I kind of want it, but I think it's fun to see them just dropping things here and there. It's very cool. Next we have new shades, 4 new shades of the Peptide Lip Tint from Rhode. These are also living rent-free, the summer collection. So this is a nourishing formula that hydrates and replenishes lips while leaving a glossy high shine finish, and these are $20. And we've got a really cute like pink, a mauve, and a more lilac-y shade, and something that looks a little bit more of a deep mauve. Very cute. I have been wanting to buy those 2 new Rhode blushes, but I was like, Karen, you already own some Rhode blushes. Just use the ones you have. So I'm wearing Freckle on my face today, but Tan Lines, I think that's what it's called, also lives rent-free in my head from Rhode. I just want all the things. I just want all the things. Speaking of blushes, we have new from Nars. These are their multi-sticks, and it's a new formula. Monochrome Minimalist One Swipe High Color Payoff Transformative Cream to Powder Texture. Soft Focus Blurred Finish up to 16-hour wear on cheeks in 12 vibrant, versatile shades. These look so pretty. I never got on these stick blushes from Nars back in the day, but I'm glad to see that they're being revived. We also have the new YSL blushes, and these are new shades. I think we talked about this a while ago. They're kind of shades that are made for darker skin tones, and then we have Hot Mauve, which is like a lighter peach color. But we've got Chili, Crush, and Mischievous Magenta. I didn't really love this formula, so I think I'm going to skip the new shades when they do come to the US as well. We have a new NYX concealer. This is Wonder Snatch, and it covers, conceals, sculpts, and snatches. Buildable formula blends seamlessly into a matte full coverage finish infused with guarana extract known for its energizing skin boosting effect, and with peptides known for collagen support, up to 24-hour wear, 24-hour hydration, waterproof, fade, and transfer resistant, 30 shades, vegan and cruelty free, $7.99. I think I might have to check this out because I love a full coverage concealer. Not gonna lie at all about that. Okay, we have a sneak peek from Dibs, and I think I saw a couple of influencers that I follow had shared this, so it must be more public now. I feel like bitches love Dibs. Like, Dibs is like the brand, and it's a new mascara. I don't know if they've had mascara before, but from what I saw, it's like a black mascara, and then the primer on the other side is a brown, which I actually think is quite smart. I don't really understand the point of having a white mascara primer, so yeah, that is cool. I don't need a new mascara, but I thought that was cool. Okay, Philosophy is launching body and hair mist. Shocker. Coconut Rush, Vanilla Hug, and Pistachio Paradise body and hair fragrance mist. $28 each. They look very much like the Fleur bottles, so I feel like there probably is going to be some kind of lawsuit in the future because they're really taking the likeness there. It's not as egg-shaped as Fleur, but still, it's a little too close in my opinion. We have a sneak peek from LH Cosmetics. We are about to bring you the magic of the Northern Lights. Oh yeah, because the Swedish brand has never capitalized on the Northern Lights before. We'll see though, I am curious. Phylosurgence is a brand I've seen some of my influencer friends talk about, and they're launching Calm Conditions Lip Balm Summer 2025. New lip balm shades are here. 5 new shades for our Calm Condition lip balms are now live. The formula many of you know and love now comes in 11 tinted shades. Very cool. I have no reason to own lip balms, like more lip balm, but I just wanted to share that I've seen a lot of people talk about their stuff, so I'm assuming it's pretty good stuff. Okay, so the last thing we're going to chat about are these Victoria Beckham color washes. A long-wear watercolor-inspired flush in 3 energizing shades and delivered in a refreshing skin-loving formula. This water-light tint soaks into skin with a diffused bloom of color that looks like it's naturally rising from within. Slow setting satin, an innovative new liquid blush that offers ample playtime. Blend in the watery texture with a finger or a brush before it sets for the day. And we've got 3 shades and it's $46. I don't think I've ever tried anything from Victoria Beckham's beauty line, but I did see Alicia She was known as Kinky Sweats, and she posts a lot of reviews on her community tab, and she was testing these out, and they are so beautiful. Looks like a flush that you just have on your face. I know another creator that comes to me right away when I think of that is Betty Jean. She always like puts her blush on almost like on this whole part of her face, and it looks so natural on her. When I have that much blush on, I feel like I look even more like a clown than I do on my regular day-to-day, but it's so beautiful for that. So those are two creators, and especially Alicia, I've seen her review it on her community tab, and it looks like such a beautiful product. So if I had all the money in the world, I definitely want to test this out, but for right now it's not really my style, and I think I have kind of like face stain products like this that I can kind of get the same vibe from, so I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy it, but I just wanted to mention it because it looks so beautiful. Okay friends, that is everything for this week's new makeup releases video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what makeup item you're lusting over this week. For me, I think it's definitely the new palette from Adept. I can't wait to get mine in the mail. I also am eyeing some things on the Sephora website that I really don't need, but they're calling to me anyway. I really want to pick up more shades of this Ilia blush, which again, not something I need, but I just thought it was so pretty. So I'm going to wear the one I have more and enjoy that instead. But I hope you guys are having a good day. If you have a little bit of time, check out my video with the new Cosmic Beauty palette. I'm sure you guys will really enjoy watching that because I gave you lots of information. I hope you're having a great Wednesday, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, friends!